In the summer blockbuster season, there's always one type of film you're always going to find in the charts. An action one. One where the action hero uses an infinite ammo weapon to fight a seemingly large number of soldiers who have the worst accuracy in history. These are films that focus on hardcore action and impressive stunts, but don't have strong stories or developed characters. But they still exist because we all love them. Well, most of them. Some of them. This summer, we have one of those types of films coming to the big screen, which is The Expendables 2. There is some hype for this film, maybe because it's a sequel to The Expendables. To understand why, let's take a look at that film, which was meant to pay tribute to the old school action films of the 80s and 90s, and the cast consists of those famous action stars while including the more modern day ones. Now that's what I call a real action cast. The story behind the film is that a team of mercenaries known as the Expendables are given a job by the US government to go to an island and take out a dictator. However, the team finds out that a former member of the government is the real mastermind behind the whole thing. It's a simple enough story, but it isn't anything new. My main criticism of the film is the characters, since they don't have enough development for the audience to care about them, and some don't really get an awful lot of screen time like Cruz and Portier. Most of the performances aren't incredibly interesting, but Rourke does a great one, and in one scene he tells an interesting story of how he could have saved a life. It's gripping and makes you feel his pain. Now since it's an action movie, how's the action and stunts? They are simply amazing. It has everything. It has car chases, shootouts, hand-to-hand fighting, epic escapes, and explosions. Lots of them. The action is very entertaining, the music keeps its high-octane pace and makes it even more epic. Another interesting thing about the film is that it doesn't follow all the cliches. For example, there are moments when Stallone reloads his weapon, and when the main character doesn't beat the big tough guy, while a minor one succeeds. Normally in films, it's the other way around. Now there's nothing much more I can say about this film, but to sum up, if you're a critic who overanalyzes, then you may not like this film. However, if you just turn off your brain and just want to see some action, then you're in for a real treat. What do I think of it? I think it's a really good and entertaining action film. It's a real adrenaline shot of a movie. However, as for the sequel, I really don't know what to think about it. It does show up with even more action stars like Jean-Claude Van Damme and Chuck Norris, but a lot of sequels to some action films look bigger and more exciting, but will it do the job and entertain the audience? I guess that's for everyone to find out for themselves.
He wants to be president.